Good evening and welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. Alrighty, Dr. Dave is along with us, at least for the start tonight, as we hit the mailbag. And we're going to start in Chicago, where one of the most known frauditors, Clipboard Boy, tries to ply his trade, I guess, in a Chicago public defender's office. Let's see how that goes for him.
County clerk. Hello. How you doing? Public defender. What exactly do you offer?
Are you recording?
Yes, ma'am. Audio and video.
You can.
Absolutely, I can, ma'am. Can you please answer my question?
No, not while you're recording.
Can you call your supervisor?
Can you tell me where the camera?
This is exactly what I've been talking about for the past week about this idiot. He wants to pretend like he's knowledgeable about everything and that he's educating his viewers. Yet he walks into the public defender's office in Chicago and asks, "What services do you provide here?" Really?
He's recording and asking what the public defender's office is.
That's all I need to know for right now.
He's recording asking what does the public defender's office.
What do you guys provide for the community or for the county?
Okay, first turn it on. Can you just walk in here recording and taking pictures or whatever it is?
Of course I can.
No, you can't. What do you need?
She's gonna tell you for the third time. Did I ask you what I requested, ma'am?
Sir, take the camera off, please. Can you please turn your camera off? Call the sheriff.
What is your name and position?
Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
I don't need to answer any of you.
Well, you work for the public, don't you?
Who do you work for, Frauder? That's a better question. By the way, everyone, I found out that this is his uniform right here. But somehow or another, it got dissolved. I don't think that's the proper word, but since he's not from America, he doesn't know what word to use. Where are you from, Frauditor? Where? Tell us, please. We all want to know.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, have a good day. You guys are going to be educated that I can record in here. So I need to know what exactly do you guys handle here?
You after
And
you
then
get
I need to make
arrested.
some requests too. Do you have a complaint form?
No, but I could probably get you an internet butthurt form.
Hi, can we get a sheriff up to the public defender's office? Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, can you tell me what exactly you provide in this office? That's the first question.
Is it possible that this half-baked moron is really that stupid?
Yes.
Well, I believe he is. What does everybody out there think? Oh, drop a comment in the comment section, because I guarantee you this moron reads every single comment.
And you are?
Come on, where? What is your name and position?
My name is God.
You're recording this for some reason.
Awesome.
Right? You
Cool.
Get that?
Now, could you please answer my question?
Yeah. No.
No, I don't need to come on. Now, we'll wait for the sheriff so he could educate the staff members.
Did you call the sheriff's, Keita? All right. Well, I'll wait here.
This is constitutionally protected activity about filming in here. This is public.
No.
All right. But you're also not welcome here. Do you have any business? Let me give you my card.
I don't answer any questions.
Okay. Let me give you my card. All right?
Awesome. You said I'm not welcome here?
Well, unless you tell me your business.
Okay, well,
And that's why the sheriffs are coming.
alrighty.
See, I'm the head of the office. So if there's some issue here, I can help you.
Let's freeze frame that shot for just a moment, and I turned it right side up. What in the hell is wrong with your pants, boy? It looks like they're all ripped to hell. And what's wrong with those shoes? Now, this is how you go into government offices and request information? No wonder they turn you away. What is wrong with your uniform? Well, I'm glad it was dissolved. It needed to be put in the trash a long time ago. Now carry on, frauditor.
Cool. Can you first answer the first question that I asked these young ladies?
I don't know what you asked.
Can you ask
I'll be
your...
happy to help. Why don't you come on up? I'll be happy to help.
I don't need to step out of the office. This is public, sir.
Well, okay, but you're also, it's a law.
Okay.
All right? Why don't you come on up?
I can wait here for the sheriff, sir.
All right, why don't you come on up? And your name is, do you have a card?
I don't answer any questions.
Okay, and why is that? Why don't you answer any questions?
Because he's an idiot.
All right, I'm going to ask you not to film.
Sir, could you please not get in my way?
No, I'm asking you not to film. All right?
Okay, you will be educated.
All right, I'm just asking you not to film because you're not answering any of my questions.
Well,
All right?
Pardon me, Mr. Assistant Public Defender, but this idiot is a journalist, and he doesn't have to tell you anything. He doesn't need to acknowledge you because he's not going to cooperate one little bit with you.
Okay, so why don't you come on out?
here, I'll have a seat. I'll wait here for the sheriff.
I'll be happy to talk.
Do you have a complaint form sheet?
It depends. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Okay, you don't need to know about what the complaint is about. I asked you if you have a complaint form sheet.
No.
You don't? Okay. Can you give me a blank sheet of paper?
No.
Okay.
Unless you tell me your business. I'll be happy to help. You're not doing it.
Well, I already asked these young ladies. It's on film.
Okay.
So you came out here not knowing what's going on.
I know, but you said you don't answer questions. I'm
Okay,
asking
well,
you some questions. You don't answer
I'm not
questions.
obligated to answer your questions, sir.
But then you're not an invitee here to my office. So I'm
Okay,
gonna have
this is
to ask you
public.
to
This is
leave.
not your office.
It is the public defender's office.
Okay.
If you don't have
I'm
any
through
business
talking
with
to
the
you, sir.
public-
You already stated what you stated on film.
Here, please.
Now, remember what this moron said in a few videos. I'm not rude. I'm very polite. I don't think you're polite at all, frauditor. That's pretty rude to me. You're in this man's office. You have no business there. It's not open to the public if you don't have business there. Are you a criminal defendant? Do you require the services of his office? Well, keep it up. You may require the services of his office.
Yeah, are they coming? I know, that's fine. I just want the sheriff's out. I want him out of the office. So I'm just asking because he's not telling me what his business. I'm going to ask you to
I
step
do
up.
have business here.
All right, I'm going to ask
We'll
you
wait
to
for the
step
sheriff.
up.
Please do not touch me.
I'm not touching you. I'm
Okay.
asking you to leave.
Okay.
Just call the sheriff.
I'm requesting a sheet of all the
I turned you down. I said no. You asked your question. I told you no. Now you're not asking any follow-up questions. So I'm asking you to leave. You
So
don't have
this
any
is
business.
David Dunn here, the chief. This is the quality that you get here.
There's no quality. I'm asking
Okay.
you to leave because you haven't been answering my question.
Pardon me, Mr. Public Defender, but I think the problem with this guy is English is not his first language. That's what the problem is. He can speak English, but he doesn't quite comprehend the language.
Okay.
You've been talking
Here,
to support
here.
staff.
What is your question?
Why are you here? What is
Okay.
your name?
I have to request some documents. You can call me sir.
What is
I
your
am
name?
here to request
What
documents.
is your name, sir?
You can call me sir.
Okay, what is your name?
I'm not obligated to state my name, sir.
Okay, and you're also not invited here, so I'm going to ask
Sir,
you to
this is
leave.
public. There's no invitation needed for this space.
You're in a law. You're in a public building, but you're in a private
This
office.
is not a private office, sir.
Yes, it is.
This is public. There's no signs that says private.
All right, but again, if you don't have
You're
business
making
here,
false claims. I do have
you're
business here,
disrupting. What is your business,
sir.
What
First
is your
thing I need to
business?
request.
All right, just call the in-house sheriff. What is your business?
I'm requesting a form of exactly the things that you guys provide in this office.
Okay.
My first question.
All right, why are you requesting? I'm concerned that you're filming. You have some. Why are you filming?
Your concerns are well-founded, sir, because he uses a Russian-based email. Why would anybody living in America not use an American-based email. Yandex.com is definitely Russian, so your fears are well-founded.
If you have a question of what we
This is
do in this
constitution
office,
protected activity, sir.
that's not an answer. I'm asking why you're filming. Are you going to show this to
Okay,
someone?
sir, you asked me what I was here for,
Right, just have a
and I
seat.
answered your question.
Just have
So
a
can you please provide me with the documentation? I'll be on my way.
seat. No, have a seat.
Sir, I can stand. You don't give me orders. You work for the people. The video shows, I mean. Also, can I have a public record sheet from this office as well?
We have the answer to both is no. We don't have a detailed sheet saying what we do.
Can I have
I'm going to ask you to leave again.
Can I have a blank sheet so I can put submit a request?
All right, because we are not getting any response.
Sir, you can call the sheriff. You can call the sheriff.
Oh, yes, you can call the sheriff, but it won't do any good because this idiot has full diplomatic immunity. Isn't that right, comrade? Ah.
All right, just walk down there. Tell them we need someone taken out of our
Okay, here. Let me take
just have a seat.
let me take some of these forms here.
Right,
Sir, can you
what
please not
forms do you wanna
impede on my movement?
All right, what forms
Okay,
do you
here.
want to take?
This is, sir.
You have an expungement form.
Sir.
You have a bond form. You have your rights while in police custody.
This is the quality of staff you get here, guys. You may be
who you
published
are
on
talking
100,000 viewers, sir.
Oh,
100,000 viewers may be viewing you.
Just give me the
And
name
your
of
staff
website.
members.
I will be happy to share this with my
Okay.
supervisor.
Well, here I got this. You already told me what you don't have, which is a list of the things that you guys conduct in this
What is your
office.
specific question? I can tell you what it is.
I asked you the
We
question.
do
I have
bond
this for
hearings.
now. Thank you and have a
Okay.
good day, sir.
We
I
have-
have your business card.
All right.
You have a great
bond
day.
hearings.
Okay.
All right.
You have a
We
great day.
Bond hearings. We have we represent people.
Okay, you can conduct your business. You don't have to get too close to me, sir. You have a great day.
I'm just following you up.
Now, the frauditor said that 100,000 people would see the video. Frauditor, nowhere near 100,000 people are going to see your video. Look at your stats. Look at the amount of money that you're not making. This leads me to believe that you're getting income from somewhere else, because there's no way you can travel back and forth between Florida and Illinois on the money you make on YouTube. So what's the deal, frauditor? Tell us, because inquiring minds want to know these things.
I want to make sure that if you have any additional questions, I'll be happy
Okay,
to
here.
answer.
You answered the questions. You denied me
Alright.
service.
Here it is. I
You
haven't
gave me
denied
false
you
claims. You
I
told me
haven't
that's a
made you-
private office.
It is.
It's not
It
true.
is not.
That's public office.
If you have business
There's
here,
no
you're an
signs that say
invitee.
I do
But
have
you
business
don't
here.
have business
I do have business here.
And you haven't told me what your business is.
Okay, well you came off rude. I explained that to I
but
explained
you-
that to your staff
you've been
members.
Yeah, you don't need to explain anything to my staff. You have a problem with my staff, you let me know. I will.
I don't
deal with
even
my
know who you
staff.
are, sir. You
I
just
gave
gave me
you
your
my
business card. I just know
I
now who
showed
you
my
are. Okay,
identification.
so I'll go ahead and make a
You
complaint
haven't done
about
that.
you.
All right.
And
Who would
how-
you like to complain to?
Okay, you are
Who would you like
dismissed.
to complain to?
You are dismissed.
I'm
Have a
not-
great day.
Who would you like to complain to?
Sir, you have a nice day. You don't have to
All right,
follow
I'm
me.
just helping you out.
Sir, I don't need your assistance.
I know.
I asked you
That's why
for
I'm not assisting you.
Okay.
I'm here to answer your questions.
Hey, frauditor, why don't you tell the assistant defender there how you have a presence on Yandex? Oh, they encourage pedophilia. You are sick, frauditor. Why would you want to associate yourself with something like that? Oh, no, I'm not accusing you of doing that, but why would you want to associate your name with something like that? I think there's something going on there, frauditor. You tell us about that. Go ahead. Here's an open forum for you to explain to us. Why are you on that website?
I'm gonna make sure you find the exit.
You're gonna make sure I find the what? Keep embarrassing.
What is your question?
Okay, I'm through. The video shows it all.
All right, but I'm not through. I still
Okay.
have some questions.
Well,
Came in and disrupted my office.
that's what you claim on video.
I know.
What is your name and position, sir? What is your name and
helping
position?
him out, all right?
What is
Come
it?
on out.
Sir,
Right.
I don't need you to walk behind me.
No, I'm just following you out. It's a public place, remember? Just want to make sure you find the exit.
Sir, you are dismissed. Could you stop
I'm
following?
not dismissing you. If you like to make a complaint, it will help. All right?
How you doing, guys? Could you please tell this gentleman to stop following me?
Sir,
Yes,
I just wait 1 minute.
sure.
Sorry.
Could you stop following me, sir?
Oh, this little crybaby with the cameras being harassed by the mean old public defender. Oh, you poor thing. It's too bad your mommy's not in this country. She could bake you some nice cookies and give you some warm milk. What country is your mommy in? Frauditor, we want to know these things. Please explain.
I'm helping you out. You
Sir,
want-
I don't need your
I was
assistance
trying to
any longer.
summon
You
some
gave me
sheriff's
your
down to get
business
you.
card.
I know.
You gave me your
And I
business
told
card. You refused
I
me some
asked you to
service.
leave, and
That's
now I
about it.
just want to answer some questions.
Okay, well, you're dismissed.
And you don't dismiss me. I'm here just to get you. Make sure you get the right service.
Okay.
All right?
Well,
I know what,
can you stop following
I
me?
want to show you the door.
Sir, you're dismissed. Can you go back to your
I'm not
job
dis-
duties?
I'm curious.
Sure.
But if this guy doesn't want to be videotaped, you can't videotape.
Okay, sir, he's out of his office and there's no privacy in public. Can I just have a complaint form from this office, please?
Yes, sir.
So-
Right outside the window on
Uh-huh.
the 45.
Awesome. Okay. You have 100,000 people in tune with you, sir, watching this video.
All right, you give me your website.
Sir, you're
Right.
dismissed.
Give me your website.
You are
Here,
dismissed.
All right.
This frauditor is a real bozo. I wish I knew your name, frauditor. That way I wouldn't have to call you all these other names. Now, somebody did indicate to me that your name was Anthony Lopez. Is that true, frauditor? Is that your real name? Perhaps I should look up everybody in the Chicago area who has that name, find somebody with the worst police record I could find, and then associate you with that name. Because that's what you've done to me, frauditor. But you're so stupid you don't realize that. It takes an idiot, doesn't it? Oh, it takes a village to raise an idiot, and you must have been raised in some village, that's for sure. Okay, so there's nothing else to see in this office, and the frauditor takes off for another office. Let's see what happens there, and then we're going to end the video.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Do you have a copy of the U.S. Constitution in this library?
Yes, I'm sure we do.
Can I make an inspection?
Yeah, let's see.
Awesome.
Let's see. It's the US. It's right in here.
Cool.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This says Constitution of now.
I just need a library card to check this book out, huh?
You can't check.
Oh, okay.
None of our
Not
books
from this
check out.
facility.
No,
Okay,
no.
cool. I
But
just do an
I'm
inspection on it.
just-
Well, there you have it, folks.
Okay, he's an idiot. Thank you for proving that he's an idiot. Dave, I will leave you to your moron and hope he, maybe gets better. But I doubt it, but one can hope. Alrighty, today's Judge Judy Hyper case of the day. We will pick up Judge Judy slamming a man for his utter stupidity.
Dina Luciani is suing her boyfriend's brother, Daniel Priester, for unpaid nanny wages and the cost to fix her car.
Miss Luciani, according to your complaint, you work for the defendant as a nanny and he owes you some wages.
Yes, ma'am.
You also claim that he asked you at some point if a friend of his could borrow your car. You agreed. Friend borrowed your car and damaged it. You want him to pay for the damage.
Yes,
to your
ma'am.
car.
He agreed to pay for the damage.
Well, we'll find out if he agreed to pay for it. Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Either you lost your job, so you couldn't pay her, You didn't like the quality of her work, so you didn't pay her, or she agreed to work for nothing.
Or all of the above.
No, they're inconsistent defenses, sir.
I would disagree, Your Honor.
I don't care whether you agree with me or not. It will not affect my life, whether you agree with me or not. That's why you're here. They are inconsistent defenses, sir. Who do you live with?
I live currently by myself.
Who is this?
A friend.
What is she doing here?
She was here to testify as to an instance where the performance of Miss Luciani as a nanny was less than stellar, but as we've already gone over, that's not my defense,
So we don't need her?
Apparently not, Your Honor.
Perfect. See, we're beginning to bond, Mr. Priester. Didn't think that would happen so quickly, did you?
No.
What is your defense? You had no money to pay her, you didn't like the quality of her work, or she agreed to work for nothing. What's your defense?
I did not have the money to pay her, and she agreed to stay on until such time as I was able to get work and we would work something out.
How do you support yourself and your children today?
My children are no longer with me. I've signed over guardianship of them during this period until I can find work.
So now you'll tell me how you support yourself.
How I support myself? Unemployment, Your Honor.
How much do you receive?
$200 a week.
William is a friend of yours, borrowed her car and brought it back damaged. What was wrong with it?
The back left window was shattered.
Did you ever promise to pay for the window?
Nope, I did not.
Tell me about how he promised to pay for the window.
When the car came back 2 days later with an empty gas tank, I asked the guy what happened to my car. He said that it got shot out. When I was kind of confused, who's going to pay for this, Dan said that he agreed to pay for the window.
Which one of your friends borrowed her car?
You want a name or?
Oh, I want what's tattooed on his behind, sir. I want his name.
His name is William.
He owes you $1,969 because that's what he says he owes you. She doesn't work for nothing, sir. You even get paid for doing nothing. She wants to get paid for the work she did. How much was she getting a week?
$200 plus room and board.
$200. That's what you get from unemployment, right? At least she was working. Goodbye.
Parties are excused when they step out.
Like that. Alright, let me find us something else as we continue to fight. We're doing pretty well so far. Knock on wood, that remains. Knowing my luck, though, that I said it, now it probably won't. Mike, are you there? Alright, let's go ahead and we'll handle some court case. First, we go to Judge Room 3B.
Okay, we're back. Let's see who we've got.
And one of our favorite judges. Oh, please tell me that's not what I think it is, Mike.
Is that you, Calvin?
Oh, shit, that is. The fucker is on the toilet. In court, on Zoom. He's in the job. He's taking a potty. He's doing a number
the
two.
Judge gets it, but just is pretending he doesn't.
I was gonna say, Mike.
Can you hear me? Let's see who this is.
Alright, I think we've had enough of that. You want to set up your other clip, Mike?
Daniel.
Oh, you want to make me suffer this boy a little longer?
On plane. Calvin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm on the toilet.
Don't vape or smoke during our hearing. We'll be ready here in just a minute.
Okay. Oh, that's just fun.
Alright, now do you want to set up the main one?
Alright, this next bit is we're going back to see Judge Simpson, and he's just got a horrible pro se defendant who just can't get out of his own way and just will not be quiet.
Courthouse case, people versus Bobby Joe Cunningham.
Rob down to have the people. On here, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stuart Collis at standby counsel for Mr. Cunningham.
It's not my.
Alright, well, standby. It sounds like he doesn't want to be represented, but they appointed somebody anyway, even though he was fighting, I'm assuming, Mike?
Standby counsel, but okay.
All right.
Keep that in mind as we go, because if he's standby counsel, that means he tried to appoint counsel to him, but he wouldn't accept it. And you be the judge if he's doing a good job of representing himself.
What are we doing on this?
Mr. Cunningham, do you want a preliminary exam? I can't hear, sir.
Do you want a preliminary exam? What do you want to do with your case?
No, actually, I would like my motions heard. I was trying to come in for motions. Excuse me, sir. Give me a second. I was trying to come in for motions. I had called into the court down to the 15th District Court. What was it? I called down to the court at the same point in time that we were snowed in. And I had a battery issue. I was trying to explain to the clerk that I was representing myself and that I could not call an attorney. I don't have an attorney. And then she would not let me into the Zoom so I can ask for an adjournment for a couple hours so I can go buy a battery for the car and get to court. At the time, I was out in Saline. It should be documented there. I would like my motions heard, sir. Basically. That's what I'm asking for, sir.
What are your motions?
My motions was dismissed because of the warrants. Because the warrant was signed 2 days later. The warrant was signed 2 days later. Second, on the second, I was on the premises of U of M and was not supposed to be on the premises of U of M, so that would be it would be a violation of the agreement between me and U of M not to be on their property. I was brought on their property not willingly. And then I was asking for the case. Excuse me, sir. It should be right there. I don't have all my notes right here because I am in jail.
Well, if you want your motions heard, I'm ready to do it. Let's roll.
Okay. Well, okay. Excuse me, sir. Give me 1 second. So, the warrant was signed 2 days after the fact of them searching, sir. So that puts it already in violation, sir.
Is no violation regarding that at all.
Sorry, it states all motions are supposed to be. All warrants are supposed to be signed before being executed. He searched the property of Counsel Cunningham before having a warrant to be executed, sir. That's one. Two, I was brought on their property, was basically not supposed to be on their property. I haven't been on U of M property in 13 years, so that'd be a breach of a public contract. It basically was in court. I think it was 2007. So I know if they see me on the campus, they would arrest me. So therefore, that means the contract of me not being on the property still would be invalid, sir. That's two.
So I don't know what that has to do with these charges, sir.
Well, first of all, it has to do with the charges because they had a warrant. What's the warrant for then, sir? The warrant is what's to search, right? That's what the warrant for. But does it specifically say what they were searching for, sir?
There's no violation that they arrested you and that you may have been brought onto U of M property. You might have a contract action, but you'd have to file that separately. Not in this case.
How would I, excuse me, sir, what I'm saying is how would I have to file it separately when the warrant...
I'm not your lawyer. I'm here to rule on your motion. Next motion.
Yes.
What was that, sir?
Next motion. That motion's denied.
Okay, well, sir, I got to get out of here to get my paperwork so I can clearly see what I'm talking about, sir. I don't have my notes, sir, so I'm asking for adjournment.
I don't know that the paperwork is going to clarify that, what you're talking about. All right, Mr. Dowd.
Excuse me, sir, I know.
No, do not interrupt me.
I'm not trying to interrupt you, sir.
Do not interrupt me.
I thought it was still my turn, sir. Sorry. Go ahead, sir.
Do not interrupt me.
Go ahead, sir.
Probable cause, conference, and motions. If the prosecutor wants to file a response, I'll give you time. I'll set those for March 24th, 2022, 9 a.m. for the motion. And for that, if the prosecutor wishes to respond, I do not need any additional paperwork from the defendant. I just need a response if they so choose to do so from the people. Bonds will continue. Thank you.
Sir. What is my bond, sir?
What about it?
Am I getting a PR to get out of here, sir?
No.
So I have to stay.
No.
How am I going to be able to get my motion, sir?
I don't know that the two were contingent upon each other.
You said. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what's the next hearing, sir?
March 24th.
I'm saying, what is the next hearing?
You said.
Is it for motion, sir?
For motions and probable cause conference.
Okay, so I'm asking, can I get a PR to get out so I can handle my business? I got rent to pay, sir. My job.
Mr. Cunningham,
you
were out on a PR. And
I know, sir. When I got arrested, sir. When I got arrested, I had already put in when I got arrested, sir.
Mike, wouldn't this boy be beyond in contempt?
When I got arrested, sir, I was putting in,
yes, by the way, if you're thinking, is he in contempt? Sure, I mean, arguably he's in contempt, but he's also in jail. So the judge is just trying to let him spin it out. But he keeps going.
He got arrested. I was put in an appeal for another case. I was downtown at 15th District Court. I was trying to get. I tried to turn myself in here 2 times, sir. I tried to turn myself in 2 times here, sir. They told me I had to do a recall. I put a recall in, which the last on the 8 days ago when I talked to the magistrate, she showed me that she had it in her possession. I tried to do a recall for the warrant. It was denied, so I'm sitting here asking you if I can get time to handle my other matters that I got outside of this jurisdiction, sir. I was not trying to elude.
When is the next time?
I wasn't trying to elude, sir. I wasn't trying to elude up my counsel.
Here's what I'm going to do, because in looking
I wasn't
back,
trying to elude my counsel.
If you want to be quiet,
I'm quiet, sir.
No, you're not.
This matter was previously before Judge Perry, because I see she's the one that issued the initial pickup order of this defendant. So everybody, her next date that she has these is March 1st, 2022. So everybody be ready with their motions and everything to go on that date. And I think it is actually set for a preliminary examination on that.
Excuse me, sir. That's another question as well, sir.
It's set for a preliminary examination, so I'm going to set it for a preliminary examination on that date.
Sir, I got a question.
Motion.
The paper I had got, the come to court was basically filed 2 days later. It said come to court February 1st and 2nd, but I didn't get the paper until February 4th. I can bring that to court as soon as I get out. I can bring that to you tomorrow, sir. I'm just trying to get out to handle my other matters that I got going on, sir. That's all I'm asking for, sir. I will be there as promised. When I got arrested, sir, I was down there.
You can bring that all up before Judge Perry on the 1st. I'm giving you a quicker date. That's what you wanted. I'm not going to change your comment. You can address that before Judge Perry. And you can address the notice issued before Judge Perry.
But what I'm saying, sir, I got other matters outside of jail to handle, sir. My job, my rent, and also handling this court case, sir. I can show that basically that exam I got late, sir. I got it on February 4th. Excuse me, sir. I have no water in my mouth right now. I got it on February 1st. It's post dated February 4th in my box. I got it like February 5th, and then basically it says come to court February 1st and 2nd. So
you were given notice of that before that.
I wasn't getting, sir. I wasn't given notice of that.
So I don't know if you're blind, but the judge most definitely is not female. So saying ma'am is definitely not getting you any points. Mike, you wanted to say something?
But he does, through all this, he actually does get the judge to help him in a sense. The judge initially sets a date for late March, and then sees that he's got another date up in front of this other judge. So he sets everything over for March 1st, which is only a few days away. And in a sense, it's a favor to him, but he's not going to give him a PR bond. and he doesn't want to mess with whatever this judge did, especially when it's up in only a couple of days. So, I mean, the judge is actually being nice to him, but he doesn't even realize it.
I wasn't giving notice of that, sir. I swear to God, I was not giving notice of that.
You can take it up before Judge Perry because she sufficiently saw that you had notice of the hearing, and she's the one that issued the warrant.
I called, sir.
Her pre-land failed to show, and therefore she issued the warrant.
But if you look at the documentation, sir, Judge Belvo even said it. If you look at the paperwork, sir, it states that I called in on the court date. I was only trying to get the Zoom number to ask if I can get a delay of time till I get to court so I can buy the battery for the car, sir. I was snowed in. It was a snow day, sir, at that time. So me calling in, trying to get the Zoom number so I can tell Judge Perry or myself if I can get a recess for a couple hours to get a battery, sir. That's all I was asking for, sir.
Apparently,
take care of my matters, sir. That's all I'm asking for. The PR to take care of my matters outside of this court, sir. I was not trying to lose my responsibilities as far as this court case, sir. First of all, it was a violation of my Fourth Amendment and Sixth Amendment protected right for them to search my property in the first place anyway, sir. That's first. Second of all, this is an administrative court. I was not supposed to be on U of M property. I was brought on U of M property against my will. On top of that, the officer tried to get a warrant. When he tried to get a warrant, the warrant was signed 2 days after. Why would he try to get a warrant if the fact of the matter? Why would he try to get a warrant if the fact of the matter he already knew he messed up? He thought he was going to get the warrant right then, but ended up getting it 2 days later, sir. If that's the case, it's right there in the file, sir. I'm just trying to get a PR so I can handle my business, show back up the court, show the evidence of basically, I got the in-person exam 2 days, February 4th in my mail, February 5th, in my mail when it says basically be there on February 1st. I can show that clear evidence. I needed to be there to get my emotions heard, sir. That's why I was calling in to the courts. It should be documented there. Judge Delbos told me the same. She stated she seen that I was trying to come to court and find out what was going on. I was snowed in. My battery had dead. I was out of Selena at the time of this happening, sir. So I'm trying to get a clear understanding. If I'm representing myself, I'm not trying to elude the courts. I'm handling my responsibilities as far as with the courts and keeping court response to the courts. Why should I be granted a PR, sir? I done seen people with way higher charges get PR, sir. It seems like I got a private interest in this case for some reason, sir. I'm not understanding.
Oh yeah, there you go. Accuse the judge of having a private interest when you're trying to get a PR bond. That's really, really not gonna. Fuck. Oh, double fuck. Hold on a second, folks. And say all of the electronics flying at once. The media drive and the machine. Alright, I think we're still on the air. I hope. Alright, I'm going to cross my fingers here if we're still on the air. Let me check the recorder. Looks like it's still transmitting, so hopefully we're good still. Alright, let's try to go back to our court case.
What? And
I do. Again, I have no private interest in any of this. Other than trying to move my docket along, which seems to be hampered.
Okay, I'm not.
Oh Lord, I get it. We understand your argument. You think it's all wrong. He's not going to change another judge's order when you're going to be in front of that judge in a couple of days. Oh, and then you throw in there that accusations against the judge. Well played. My Lord.
I'm not stating you specifically, sir. I'm not stating you specifically. I'm just trying to figure.
The correct term is specifically.
I'm just trying to go correspond with the court and handle this court procedures and go along about my
procedures, not procedures.
Mr. Cunningham?
Yes, sir.
The issues that you talk about, I did not do. So are you going to keep interrupting me?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're going to keep interrupting me, I'm done.
All right, sir. I'm not interrupting you, sir.
If you interrupt me again, I'm done. That's your one and only warning.
Yes, sir.
I think you have your thumbnail.
Your complaints, as they are, were done before different judges that you're claiming. As I look at it, and it is specifically written by Judge Perry, that you did not show up for your exam, and they called it at 11:45. She issued the warrant for your failure to appear. This is her case. I am putting you back before her to deal with all of your motions as well as your exam in 5 days. Given all of the circumstances as I see them, I am not changing her bond. And so therefore her bond will continue. You'll see Judge Perry in 5 days, and then you can make these arguments before Judge Perry.
So
thank you.
So basically, the next court hearing is what?
March 1st.
March 1st is that motions for hearing for the motion, sir? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wherever the proceeding was beginning.
Well,
it was not before me. Then you can address that, as I've indicated, before Judge Perry, if you have those motions and you believe that they have not been heard.
Okay. So so why can't you overturn the security, sir? I'm not at risk.
Real easy. Judges do not like overturning other judges unless there's something clear. And especially when you're going to see that judge in just a few days. Dude, you're barking up the wrong tree.
At a risk. Basically.
Okay, I could, but I'm not going to. I don't understand what your problem with that is.
I love that response because it's accurate. I'm not ducking behind I can't or whatever. Of course you can. Most judges would not in this circumstance. They would do exactly what this judge is doing. Judges hate to issue orders that seem to contradict other judges, especially when you're going to be in front of them in 5 days, because they don't know the underlying stuff. Now, if there's some great change in circumstance or something, then they'll do it, but on occasion. But they hate issuing an order that seems to contradict one of their colleagues for good reason.
I'm not going to do it. I'm done. Thank you.
I just have one quick question. Is it by Zoom or in person?
Let me see what the other one was set for.
It was in person last time.
It was in person, then it's in person.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Lee.
So, Your Honor.
Mr. Cunningham's file. Mr. Cunningham, I'm done.
Oh, he's still going.
They muted him? Yeah, he's still going. Fuck.
Court case of the People versus Ronald Tracy Blackman.
We're quietly ready and Saturday. Rob Down, man of the people. Four Brown, Deputy Chief Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mr. Blackman. Your Honor, when last
oh shit, he's back.
You're welcome.
Oh, he's back.
Didn't expect that. All right.
All right, that was good. Thank you very much, Mike. Do you have anything else? Oh, you have more Hillegas?
I hope those didn't start.
Oh, geez. Do we really need to go into this? Okay. Well, we'll try. We have both Mike and now Derek from Waco. Sorry, El Paso. Let's go.
I would note that if these were certified copies, we would not have to go through this process, Your Honor.
I would note that a number of them are certified. Doesn't matter.
Your Honor, if Mr. Steggy is is making a representation to this court that a number of those documents are certified. I challenge you to show us that right now.
Well, I don't want to engage in this.
No, he made a representation as an officer of the court, as an agent of the state of Nevada, that those are certified records. They are not.
Hey, agreement.
Oh!
No, counsel.
Oh, no, that was awesome. The prosecuting attorney just walked over to the defense attorney and threw a book of documents at him. Like, there, shut up.
That's one. Where's the other three, Mr. Stady?
Mr. Evanson?
Sorry.
Mr. Stady.
Oh, that was good. Okay.
Well, that was just like his little teaser, but you can see how cranky the prosecutor is about this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what he did is he said none of these are certified, whatever that is. I don't even know what the documents are. And the prosecutor had 1 of 4, but it was certified, and he didn't want to be called a liar. So, all right, here we go. Let's get to they call police
This is the state of Nevada versus two defendants. The state of Nevada versus Roger Eugene Hilligus and Stuart Hansey. Case number RCR 2019-103468. Counsel, please state your name for the record.
Your Honor, Steve Evenson for Mr. Hilligus, who's seated to my left.
Your Honor, Don Pitaro and Kendall Stone for Stuart Handy. Handy, who's off to the left in the back there.
Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, in the state for the state of Nevada.
Good morning. So, this is the date and time set for the preliminary hearing. And before we begin, I understand this morning there was filed a criminal complaint. So let's go forward with the arraignment on that. Mr. Sticky, who is your first witness?
Alderman Miller, please.
Good morning. If you please proceed to the witness stand. Once you get there, I will swear you in.
Thank you.
All right, so we're actually in the case now with these guys finally.
Please raise your right hand. Do you promise the testimony about to provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth?
Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you. Your Honor, may I remain seated for my examination. Thank you. Please state and spell your name.
Oliver Miller, O-L-I-V-E-R, Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R.
How are you currently employed?
By the Reno Police Department.
In what capacity?
I am the Deputy Chief of the Community Services Division.
And how long have you been with the Reno Police Department?
18 years.
I'd like to direct your attention back to July 29th, 2019. Did you have occasion to speak with someone identified as Roger Hilligus?
I did. We removed this last week.
So there is a mandate in place that we need to wear a mask in the courtroom. It is a public setting, so we're following the governor's mandate. I'm sorry, if you need time or just lean forward to speak more loudly, that's totally understandable.
Yes, ma'am.
How was it that you came into contact or had a phone conversation with Roger Hilligus?
On or around July 29th, Mr. Hilligus had called into our executive team's pool and tried to reach Chief Stoto. I was advised by...
Your Honor, I'm going to object. That appears to be hearsay testimony unless he directly took the call and talked directly to my client. It appears as if he's speaking from administrative records.
Mr. Stady?
I don't believe that's speaking for administrative records. I think he's speaking non-hearsay in that it's not admitted for the truth of the matter, but explaining that he called back or why he had a social conversation with Hilligus.
So, given that it's not for the truth of the matter and it's for his own witness's personal knowledge, I'll open the door.
I received notification from our administrative secretary that Mr. Hilligus had contacted and left a message for Chief Stoto. Mr. Chief Stoto was out of the office, so I returned the call on his behalf.
And please describe the conversation.
I spoke with Mr. Hilligus, and he informed me that he was seeking to speak with...
Hello. Derek, this is Deborah Davis.
Oh, Deborah Davis is with us.
Hi, Deborah.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Holy hell. We got the legal trio.
It's the 5:09 leaving workplace hour, so 5:12 now. So I didn't didn't want to miss you. I did not check my phone during the work hours, so look at that. I'm being a good employee.
Oh.
So I was like, is it okay to stream and drive? I guess if I just don't look at you guys and I watch the road, I should be okay.
And you
I'll
have
be
to
home
quote.
in about 10 minutes. So.
All right,
then I can-
just deal with it. Pop. You can either do that or just pop back on if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, am I supposed to be watching something with you, or are we?
Yeah, you're supposed to be watching something, but whatever. You can't right now. So yeah, just
Right.
go home. I didn't know that.
Just go home. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't look at my phone, and I should
Stop driving a car.
Because I told you to stop driving a car. I was with Judge all afternoon too, so it was fun.
Oh.
As always.
I got a nugget from 3B. I'm gonna use it tomorrow, but I can't ask you to talk about it. You weren't there. Don't worry about it.
Thankfully, good. I mean, nothing has been terribly interesting as far as that goes, which is good. That's good news. So I'm excited to hear what kind of information you have. It's always surprising what comes up with people.
Well, you'll just have to stay tuned. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Yes, I'll talk to you guys in a few.
All right. So this is interesting. I actually wanted to ask you about this. This is a preliminary hearing, okay? And we talked about this before, and they're charged with kidnapping. Is this normal to take this kind of time? I mean, this goes on and on. I cut it down to one witness and everything here. But this is like, they're taking days with a preliminary hearing.
Yeah, that kind of seems overdone. No,
all you're trying to do is get a probable cause finding out of this?
I've never even heard of that taking days on a preliminary hearing.
And you can see how chippy it is. Like that first objection, he says hearsay, which I get it. The judge properly overruled it, but it was close. You could make the objection. But I'm like, really? We're gonna do a hearsay objection on the fact that the defendant called the police station because he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
this is like
the attorneys are agitated at each other, so they're just throwing stuff out there to be difficult.
Yeah.
With Chief Soto about assisting him in aiding him in getting his mother out of a local care facility.
At the time, did you know what facility, or did he reference which facility?
He did not.
Please continue.
I spoke with him and got some of the details. He informed me that he was awarded a jury verdict for being the executor of his mother's estate, and that he wanted to retrieve her from that care facility.
That strikes me as odd too, right there. I'm actually going to have my probate guru. I'm going to do one on Saturday, I think, with my probate expert, because a lot of that gets down to that: who has capacity to do what.
Right.
But he's talking about, he handed me a jury verdict that he's named administrator of the estate. I don't do that, but I would be shocked if you're having a jury trial over who should be named administrator of the estate.
I don't know what their laws are in Nevada, but that would kind of shock me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like it could be. I suppose you could do that, but I mean, here, I just deal with a lot with wrongful death cases and stuff. There are no juries going on in probate. It's judges figuring that stuff.
Right.
So that's why it just strikes me as odd.
And during our conversation, I was trying to get more details about which care facility it was, but I wasn't able to get that far with him. He also informed me that he had been trespassed from the property within the past year, and that he was unaware of the trespass was still in effect. Based on that, I let him know that it was a civil matter, and that the Reno Police Department nor Chief Soto could assist him in retrieving his mother from the care facility and taking her out of their care and custody, that he would have to contact management, begin there, and probably work through the civil process by hiring an attorney.
Did he mention the name of Sheriff Darren Balaam during your conversation?
He did. He wanted to have myself, Chief Soto, Sheriff Darren Balaam go down there to effect some type of civil arrest against the individuals that were holding his mother in the care facility, as well as a show of solidarity.
And in fact, did he use the term citizen's arrest, that a citizen's arrest occurred against the personnel at the facility?
He did.
Please continue.
I let him know that, he had no authority to remove an elderly person from a care facility, and again, reiterated that, we needed the contact management there to not go there in person, just in case his trespass was still in effect, and to hire a civil attorney. He also mentions Mr. Stu Hanty, and that how he had agreed to already assist him through this process by going down there in person to getting his mother, Susan Hilligus, out.
And to clarify, you mean that Hilligus mentioned that Hanty had already agreed to help him out in this process. Was that name familiar to you, Stu Hanty?
It was.
And in what way or how?
He was a former chief of police for Reno, Sparks, Indian Colony.
So you knew Mr. Hanty in a professional capacity?
I did.
So we left off, you warned him, hey, to get a civil attorney, and warned him against trying to remove his mother. Is that accurate?
I did.
Did you give any warnings about the trespass issue, if that was still valid?
I did, and that's why I told him to contact management.
I'm gonna have the objection of these guys are boring me to tears. I'd rather do tinfoil right now. What are these guys doing? He's trying to lay some kind of predicate, but let's go. You know what I mean?
I can't believe, like, right now they've said enough. He's just trying to establish that you don't have authority to take this woman from the facility. They go on and on.
By a phone instead of
in person.
And they ultimately agree that he would, in fact, call the manager of the facility and update them on the status of his claim.
He did.
Did he further agree that he would obtain an attorney if the facility was not able or willing to assist him?
Your Honor, I have to back to leading questions at this point.
I'll ask him on the fashion.
All right.
Did Mr. Hilligus make any statements about whether he would get an attorney in the future?
He did.
Recall what he said?
It was near the end of our phone call, and he agreed, I will look into getting an attorney to assist me through this process under the effect.
Let's move forward to the next contact with either Hilligus or Hanty, and we'll talk about August 7th. Can you tell us about what occurred on that day?
On August 7th, I had a conversation with Mr. Hanty. He had reached out to our executive pool secretary, and she contacted me, and I was aware of the issue that Mr. Hilligus had, and I agreed to contact Mr. Hanty because I knew about the circumstances.
Can you describe the contents of that conversation, please?
Yeah. Mr. Hanty wanted to get assistance from the Reno Police Department, in particular Chief Soto, to go down to Mr. Hilligus's mother's care facility to assist him in removing her from the care facility. Mr. Hanty relayed to me that Mr. Hilligus was awarded a civil jury verdict, essentially awarding him custody and care of his mother.
And so, was Mr. Hanty?
All right, I think we're going to cut it here, guys. We'll come back to you tomorrow night to pick up this, I guess, court case, and actually I'm going to take a look at it, and if it's too dry, we probably won't. I'll save you guys the hassle. But since we're at about an hour, we'll just hyperspace through this fight to bring ourselves to a close for part 2. As always, please make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Get us to those goals of 5,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers, so both Foxy Nexters and YouTube will pay attention to us. CoinBase and Ibotta are both below. Fill them out to get your free money, and then your free crypto for CoinBase Learn, and your free money for making your purchases at where you normally need to shop. Till we do meet again in the overnight for the conclusion to Dark Air, as our bell would put it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another, both here and around the world. May your fights be great in Dominion, and come on back as we continue to march along here from day one in Unity. Have a great night. We'll see you in the overnight.